Good afternoon, guys. This is James. I'm CEO of Bright Idea Marketing. And today I have a very simple message for you, and that is, what are the 3 things you should be focusing on to get customers in your business? The first one is social media branding. And that is posting stuff on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, whatever platform best suits you. We can talk about that later. And that is keeping an engagement, building an audience on your platforms. So that's number 1, social media branding. Number 2, you should be actively putting content on your website to build search engine optimization ready content. Now, by doing that, you will eventually, when you get to that point where you can afford to bring an expert in to do your search engine optimization, you'll have some content ready, content in place to start ranking your website inside of Google. So when someone types something that they're looking for that is a service that you provide, your website will pop up and people will click on that. So that's number 2 thing, is building content for search engine optimization. And number 3 is advertising. Advertising is the best place and the quickest to get customers coming in immediately. The problem with the first 2 is social media branding takes time. It takes a lot of time to build a brand, to gain an audience following, to get engagement, legitimate engagement. Number 2, getting the content in place, having the search engines recognize you and start pushing you up in the rankings. That takes a long time. And if it's really highly competitive, it could take 6 months to a year to multiple years. Okay? But the third option is advertising. And advertising is the holy grail in my mind, because you can, day one, the second that you turn on the ads, you will be getting in front of people that you want to get in front of. Okay? So all 3 of these are necessary, but the third one is, if you need immediate results, if you need customers coming in almost immediately, advertising is the quickest way to do that, which is why I push advertising so much. Because if you have a year and you just say, in that year I need to start getting customers, and you're patient like that, great. If you can survive for a whole year without getting customers, great. Do social media branding and do search engine optimization and wait for that. But for 99% of us who need customers immediately, advertising is the way to go for now. Now, advertising is a great short-term and a long-term investment, but you need to build these other 2 categories as well. So, in short, focus on 3 things. Building a social media branding campaign or profile where people are actually engaging, post status updates, post videos, something that's useful that the audience would want to know about. Number 2, create content and put it on your website to start ranking inside of Google. And number 3, advertise. Get people in the door immediately so you can get customers. And if you focus on those 3 things alone, then you can have a successful business. Now, I heard somebody say the other day that if you are under $1 million in revenue in your business, under $1 million, $1 million, you should be focused exclusively on making sales, on getting new customers in. Don't focus on the operations, don't focus on delivering. Of course, make sure that you deliver for your client. But your sole focus every day when you wake up is, how do I create a new customer? How do I get money coming in? That needs to be your sole focus. So those 3 categories should help you getting to that point. Hope this is helpful. It's been James. I am James, a CEO of Bright Idea.